Hey, Portia, good morning. Precious. Hey, Tess. Oh, y'all having a staff meeting? I'm all in the midst. I should be here. Y'all ain't send me the memo, man. Come on now. I'm part of the team. Good morning. How you doing, baby? Happy Thursday. Today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. If you see something you like, just hit share. It don't cost you nothing. And you'll be sharing knowledge and helpful information that might get somebody through their day. Yeah. I know I got that workout. Do you have any routines that you do every day? Like something that you do every day? Like, do you make your bed every day? Yeah, like make your bed. Like, I ain't saying just throw the cover on and fold it. No, like, do you pull the fitted sheet? Do you straighten the flat sheet out? Do you tuck the ends? Do you pull it all the way to the top real tight and fold it? Then put your comforter on and then fluff your little pillows up? I'm just asking. Yeah, well, I got my workout in this morning. I ain't worked out since the holiday. I know. I got a lot of work to do. Yeah, see this? It's coming, but it ain't there yet. Yeah. So, y'all, today, let me see. Yep, I got notes. Y'all juniors. Yeah, I can't be slipping with my pippin' with y'all. So today, y'all, I want to talk about... Ooh, the screen looks nice. I want to talk about the reasons, like we back on our wall. And I know y'all trying to formulate y'all questions around the who, what, when, why, and how something like this can happen. And when I say something like this, meaning the discouragement of the relationship between you and your baby, and it's a strong possibility that the baby mama or the baby daddy might have something to do with it. So we're trying to figure it out because you know they can't do it by themselves. So that's why you got the baby on the list. That's why you got that long list of people that's guilty by association, mainly probably people that's on their side and they camp because they have more control. Good morning, sweetie. They have more control over the influence of them. So I know you're trying to go off your list. You're trying to take people off the list. Well, today I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why parents actually discourage the relationship between a child and the baby. You know, the child and the parent. And I'm going to throw out a couple of reasons why the people that's guilty by association might be there unknowingly. Because you got some that's going to just ride or die with their family. And they just going to, you know, they just going to roll with the punches. If the dad or the mom say that this is what it is, he can't go over there no more, they did this, it's a wrap. You know, they going to roll with it. They probably not going to question too much. They probably just going to be like, hey, that's her decision, that's her child. That's his decision, that's his child. And that's that. Just that cut and dry. So, one thing I do want you to know is the only reason why you would take a child out of a parent's life and discourage the relationship is if there were some form of abuse or neglect. So now we're going to get to the point where it's so important for that baby to have counseling after something like this has happened. Why? Because if you have removed a child from a parent's life or discouraged the relationship and there was no abuse or neglect, it's hard for a child to process. So as they get older, they tend to have abandonment issues. They tend to have a lot of resentment. They tend to have a lot of unresolved issues. And this is why we have so many people walking around in the streets that's broken and not together. Yeah. Childhood trauma is what it is. Yeah. Anytime you take a parent out of imagine, just think about the concept. You taking a parent out of a child's life. You taking a parent. A child has lost a parent. Wake up, people. So let me give you some reasons why people might jump on the bandwagon and why a mother or father might discourage a relationship between a child and a parent. Just because y'all broke up. Just because y'all broke up. Some parents, that's all they need. Just because y'all broke up. One parent didn't heal. One parent didn't move on. Yeah, just because y'all broke up. Mad that you moved on. That's a good reason. Wasn't ready to let go. I think I said that, but that's a good reason. Because you looking good. Shit, after you broke up, it was new you. You got in the gym. You lost that baby weight. You looking good. You done got a new job. You got a promotion. You doing good. They not. That bothers them. They're upset at that. Because when y'all left each other and broke up, you should have went down. You should have took a loss. You shouldn't have recovered. You should have still been hurt and broken. You should have been begging to get them back. You should have lost your job. You should have been just doomed to hell. Yeah. Let me see. Some of the reasons, because I'm mixing it up with the people that's guilty by association that's on the list, and also some of the things the parents say. So this is another one. This might go for maybe people that's guilty by association. They lie. They lie on you. And sometimes the lies be so extravagant to where the other people ain't got no choice but to believe it. You can't get mad at them. They just have no... The lies be so extravagant, so well planned and thought out. They believe it. Some people actually stage shit. Oh, excuse me, Fix It Jesus. That's a Christian show. Fix It Jesus. They stage stuff to make it suit their narrative. I know. Ain't that crazy? That's diabolical. But people hate you that much to do that. I know. No matter the consequence, no matter how it affects the baby, if it affects... All they know is that they winning because they getting over on you. Yeah. Let me see another reason. Let's see. Let's go back to the lies and what they say and how they stage stuff. Let's use me for an example. Yep. You know, I ain't been trying to talk about my own personal, but I'm going to bring it in just to tie it in and use it as an example. What if the people on the other side are saying or making reference that I don't have time? I don't spend time with my children. I don't have time because I got too much going on. If you didn't know me or know much about me, and if you went to my page, you would see, oh shoot, she got a lot going on. She got about 11 pages. She got this and that and that and this. She couldn't possibly have time to take care of no baby. That's if you didn't know and you want to get on one side and you got somebody that's staging something like that. I'm not saying that's my issue. I'm just saying what if, and I'm using that as an example. You see, I got the radio show, Motor City Radio. You see me painting, working on houses. You see me cleaning buildings at night. You see me on the news promoting my youth program. There's no way. That makes sense. She ain't got time. She too busy running around and doing this and doing that. That's because you don't know. That person that they telling that to might not know that the children be on my radio show. Because I want them to see behind the scenes. If they ever want to go into broadcasting, and if they ever want to have a show of their own, if they ever want to create a platform, coming to the radio show with me and sitting in on the shows and being behind the mic and looking at the engineer, that's an experience. Yeah, I ain't never had a lot of money. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Family ain't never had a lot of money, but I've had people in my life to expose me to a lot of experiences. So by them doing so, I learned a lot. And by learning a lot, I was able to use it in my daily life to be able to do some of the things that I'm doing now. So therefore, if they were ever interested in radio, I felt like it'd be good for them to come to the show. Yeah. I used to have them take turns using the camera because the photography was something that they wanted to get into. Yep, I bought a nice little Canon camera and they would film behind the scenes of the radio show. Yep, and also it's a good way to spend time with your children when you incorporate them in what you do. Yep, painting. Yep, the two oldest ones will go with me on paint jobs. Again, they're learning a technique, a trade, something that they can use for the rest of their life. And it's also a good way to spend time with them. So they were included in that. Yep. Let me see what else I did. The cleaning. Yeah. Remember when I told you I had those buildings? I had the 2 schools and the Birmingham Municipal Center. My children worked with me in cleaning the buildings. And they got paid every 2 weeks. Also a good way to spend time with your children. And also they're learning something because they learn how to start a cleaning company. They learn how to get contracts. They know how to work the business. So if they ever wanted to start a business like that or one of their own, that's something that I made sure that they knew and know how to do. So yep, and also spending time with my kids. Hey Lee, good morning, sir. King, how you doing? The youth program. Yep. You see the picture on the youth program, the attitude adjustment page? That picture, them are my children. So they were there for the conception of the program. Like that was the first day that we actually had set up. Nobody came, but you see they were sitting at the table. They was ready. They was signing parents up. They was ready. So as a result of that, anytime we would have an event or something like that, my children would volunteer. So this is a good way for them to meet some of the heavy hitters that would come to the program, that would come to our events. It taught them a little etiquette about how to conduct themselves, because by them being hosting events that we had, they had to carry themselves a certain way, they had to dress a certain way, their posture, and then they hobnobbing with these people. And 10 on 4 portion. Yeah, and also a good way to spend time. Okay, with my kids, right. I service boys and girls with behavior issues. So my daughters, I was grooming them. They were mentors. So I put a lot of time into, I'm good? All right, have a good one. So they were a part of the program in the sense of they were mentors and they would sit in on the girls' meetings. Because when I started off doing the girls' meetings, I can tell that all the girls had the same reaction. They felt like they were being attacked by me and the parents. So it was the adults against the child. The boys, on the other hand, they didn't respond that way. So that's something that I had to learn through experience. So to fix that problem so that I can still effectively service the young ladies, I started grooming my own kids so that my girls can come in and serve as an interpreter for the children. Yeah, it was so sneaky the way I did it because I actually had my daughters in a position to where they telling these grown people what they need to be doing for their children. I know. And it was very respectful. And it was allowed because they had badges on that said that they was mentors. So therefore, they are part of the program. So therefore, these people paid for a service. They trusted my judgment and what I say. And if I'm bringing 2 young adults in here to question them and relay a message and translate for these kids, they was rolling with it because I'm the professional. So therefore, yeah, my children were very valuable in the program. So I say that to say, when you're going down your list and you're trying to eliminate your guilty by association people, it's hard because they only know what they've been told. So just imagine, this is just hypothetical, if that was my situation, time was used. It's easy for somebody that only know that side of the story to go off of that and believe what that parent has told them. But if you don't know, now you know, and looking at it from hearing the other side of the story. That's why when we have our family meetings, I try to make sure both parents are present, because I need to hear both sides of the story before I can make a determination on anything. Can't just go off of one side. That's why I tell you, you got to get more involved. Guilty by association people, family members that love these children, because you very well have parents that's taking these kids out the kid's life for nothing. Let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, here goes some more reasons. So yeah, that was just an example, but here was some more reasons. Because you light skinned. Because you pretty. Because you handsome. Every time they see you, you put together. Because you fit. Your body is tight. You work out. One person might not like you just because it was so easy for them to jump on the bandwagon because they ain't lost that baby weight yet. I know. So they mad. So it was easy when the person came to them and was like, this the reason why the baby ain't seeing. Oh yeah, I can believe that. It's so quick. It's so easy for us to believe the negative. Somebody tell you something positive, you don't want you try to reevaluate thinking but somebody tell you something negative, it is so easy for you to jump on and be like, yeah, you know what, I believe that. I know it's sad. It's sad. Because maybe because of your drive, they jealous of you. They jealous because you make your mind up. You say you're gonna do something, you put a plan together and you execute it. They might be mad at you because of that. And that was easy for them to jump on the bandwagon because they knew it had to be something about you. I knew it had to be something wrong with them because they too perfect. Yeah. They never had the courage to do what you do. That's a good reason for somebody to jump on the bandwagon. I know, but now that I done told you some of these reasons, can you see how superficial these reasons are? Yeah, that's why they cause the trauma with the children and why the children have to get therapy after that, after you've taken the parent out their life, because the child knows the truth. And they know that they weren't abused or neglected. So there was no real reason for that parent to discourage the relationship between the child and the other parent. So, yeah, today's lesson, guys. Do not remove the child from the other parent's life if there is no abuse or neglect. If the only reason why you are discouraging the relationship is personal, check that. And it's your girl, Shakenya, and I'm out.